Alright, this is a quick review of an old gun, but an awesome gun. This is the Smith & Wesson 422, and the exact same gun in stainless, but they call it the Smith & Wesson 622. These two were purchased January 24th, 1994, so they're 21 years old. And they're kind of a strange looking little gun now, but or I find them strange anyway compared to all the new poly guns, but they are a fantastic shooter, and I recently took them out again and have been using them because my daughters love to shoot them. They're just perfect and light and perfect and accurate for kids. So this is what they came with: sight adjustment tool, and that's a takedown tool, the little orange thing. Of course, they came with the the customer reply questionnaire card, and of course the manual. There we go. So I'm going to take them down, and we'll have a quick look at them. They're going to get cleaned today, so they're a little bit dirty. So let's have a look. These guns are identical, just a different color. So let's have a quick look at them. It's a normal slide. The thing I always found strange about them was that the barrel was on the bottom, much like those new Chiappa Rhinos. So the barrel is on the bottom, which gives you a lower bore axis on them. Mag release is on the front. So they're, I guess you call them they're ambidextrous because the mag release is right there. Right. The barrel is just right there on the bottom. On the other side, of course, you've got your slide lock, and of course your safety. Very simple little guns. They just have factory iron sights. Well, the back is adjustable for both windage and elevation. The front is fixed. This one I've painted white with orange on the top, just because it was hard to see with the black and black, and I put white on the back of this one. The stainless one here has not been painted, so you can see the backs are totally black, and the front is just built into the frame, just part of the cast. I've always found it a little strange that the stainless model here has different color slide, just a little bit different. I'm not sure why. They feel all cast. It feels like it's all the same pour, so, well, not the same pour, but the same material. So it's strange that the top is a different color than the bottom, but that's just the way they were. Ergonomics of these guns, they fit really nice in the hand. It's funny because the grip is nice, a nice medium size, but then the entire upper end is really quite small. But they're very light. I don't have my scale out here, but by far probably one of the lightest guns I own, on par with my 2245 light. That light, very thin, and with the low bore axis. A neat little gun to shoot. It seems like the barrel would be so short because you kind of look at this area here, but that's not the barrel. The barrel is actually this bottom part here. This would be the 4 1/4 inch barrel, I believe, on this one, minimum, because this is Canada. And they of course came in 6 inch, and I believe I think they maybe even came longer than that, but I know for sure they came in the 4 1/4 and a 6 or 6 1/2. So, interesting little gun to take down. Very, very simple, but unique. They came with this little tool here. It's a plastic piece. A lot of people I know just use empty 22 casing, and all you need to do is remove the mag. You bring the slide back just a little ways, and then you take this tool, and it sits there. And what it does is you can see the front of the firing pin there. And all that does is you put that onto there, and it releases the tension on the spring, which then allows you to pull out this fancy little doodad. One side is flat, The other side has a bit of a bevel in it. So then all you do is you just take out your little thing there, little plastic doodad, and pop the firing pin and the spring out, and then the slide just lifts right off. So there you can see the entire rail. This is just the field disassembly of it. I'm not going to take it right down. Now this one's quite dirty, hasn't been cleaned in a bit. We worked since the last way at the range, but you can see the barrel starts here, the feed ramp, barrel goes all the way to the end there. The firing pin and the spring. And then the upper half. Pretty simple. Then, of course, to put it back together is the exact opposite of what you just did, to take it apart. So you put the slide back on, take the firing pin and spring and feed it in. It's been a while since I've had to do this one. Put the little plastic piece in, which, after doing this for a couple of years, I'm almost convinced that using the 22 shell is a little bit easier. Oh, I think, there we go. Now if you look in there, you can see the firing pin, or the striker pin. And you take the, with the cut end facing rear, and you can see how it just slips right on top of that pin there. And that just drops in. Just drops in. And you cycle that back. That's it. Very neat little gun. Very fun, very smooth, very light shooting gun. It's nice. It has serrations in the trigger. And like I said, my daughters really enjoy shooting this. Both of them. They're beautiful little guns to shoot. You don't see very much of them, and I'm unsure why Smith & Wesson quit making them, but they are fantastic little guns. Yeah, and bulletproof. Like I said, they're one solid piece. So I'm unsure why they went to their new 22As, but because these guns seemed quite nice. But what can you do? There we go. All nice and clean. Upon looking at the manual, RTFN, there are 3-inch, 4.5-inch, and 6-inch models of this gun. And I said that the weight on it was quite light. That's 22 ounces empty, or 624 grams. The difference between the black and the stainless is that the slide on the blued one is actually blued metal with a black anodized frame. And then on the stainless, the color difference is because the slide is a stainless steel slide, and the frame is a clear anodized frame, and that would be the difference.